So if you do, you know, come across that experience in your driving time and you find yourself, just remember there are other people out there that are going, ooh, that's a bit fucking shady, that isn't it? Because it does, it catches you unawares, you don't expect it. Because you're looking through your window thinking, fuck me. You'll get used to it, don't worry about it, you'll get used to it. It's no big deal. But if you're anything like our lad Matt in the office, who drives this truck, because this is his vehicle, if you're anything like him, you'll be driving in the middle lane of the middle lane of the middle of the lane. You'll be way, way, way away from any edges whatsoever. You won't even attempt it. And he just says he does that. I said, well, because you're scared of heights. No, I said, look, dude, it doesn't matter. It's no big deal. So you're frightened of heights. So you do something to get yourself over the fucker. That's that's natural. Doesn't matter. No bother. Do you know what? You got to think of things like that. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? I mean, people do have phobias, obviously. So having a phobia of heights, right? Having this particular job, if you've got a severe if you've got a severe phobia of heights, this job ain't for you. Seriously, it ain't, because one, look how high you are off the floor. Sitting in this position now, I'm like 7.5 foot off the floor. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's that. Then if you're going to be scaling over bridges and shit like that, which are wide open, they can get even higher. So there's that. So, yeah. What you do? Drive over blindfolded. Fuck, I don't see! You know what I mean? Oh dear. I suggest you just either don't bother, or you're just going to have to get over it. Find some way of coping and getting over it. It's gone bright again now. Fuck. Look at it, you can see it in this, right in the background. It's making everything look really milky. In these glasses it does anyway. Weird. Very weird indeed. You'd have thought it'd been burnt off by now, but it can't, Jace, because the clouds are covering the fucking ground. The sun can't break through. It's trying its tits off to do so. Look, there's little bits here and there, but it just ain't quite doing it. Clouds. Hey. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, right, because my loyal subbies out there, the ones who have stuck with me all this time, they know full well that I am quite partial to the odd cloud here and there, right? I have got this weird obsession of clouds. I love clouds. Clouds are fascinating things, they really are. And I like taking pictures of clouds as well when I get a chance to. But you're not going to believe what I actually found, which I didn't even know existed. Right? Apparently it's been going on for quite a long time. Yes, I know that there's meteorological places that do study clouds and cloud formations and all that, right, because of weather patterns, but there is an actual site, right, called the, I think, is it National Cloud Appreciation Society? And I'm like, what the fuck? Where have you been all my life? So, I'm going to be joining that little band of merry people and upload some of the shots that I've got, because I've got a bunch of cloud shots that they might like. So yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. And this one particular guy from the UK has been a renowned cloud watcher or spotter or whatever you want to call it, has actually had a cloud, he's named a cloud. So yeah, it's quite cool, that is. Look, we all have our little quirks, right? I can't help it. I mean, when you look at the sky and you've got blue everywhere and you have these odd clouds about, sometimes the shapes that they come up with, whether they be wisps or there'll be the big ginormous ones that sit there in amongst all the blue, and they've got all these wonderful shapes to them, and with the sun coming through it, or you've got these elaborate. I mean, there's been the ones I wish I could have took a photo of them. Flying saucer versions. It was brilliant. There was all across the sky, round circular clouds, flat discs. It was brilliant. But I never, because I was driving coming down the A1. I just didn't have anywhere to take a frigging photograph of it. I missed an opportunity. I'm sure it'll come about. But, I mean, you know, having that as a hobby, another thing I can do as well, you know, it's something to take some time off my head, I suppose, I don't know. But I found that quite amazing. So, yeah. I don't feel as strange now, knowing that there's an actual cloud appreciation society out there. That's just cool. That is cool as chickens, that is, I'm telling you. Never mind laughing. I don't know. Anyway, it's something else to get me mind occupied with him. While I'm, like I say, I do take pictures of the clouds. I mean, I have got rucks and rucks of photographs of them. It'll be something I can do then. I'll go, all right, take it's that, upload it, comment it. This is where I am, the location, da da da. Because that's what you do. You locate your point where you've seen it and what part of the world you're in. Because it's not just in this country, it's across the world. It's a global thing. It's brilliant. Something else, eh? Something new, something different. I don't know what's going on here. Am I faster than this dude, or is he faster than me? I don't know what's going on here. I can't fucking work it out. I think I'm creeping him, but I'm not sure now. I'll have to look back at the video. But didn't he overtake me at one point, or did I imagine that? Fuck knows. I must have imagined it. We all have our little things that we enjoy doing. Some seem bizarre and weird, and others just seem, you know, normal. I wouldn't really class cloud watching as normal, but it is quite calming though, as soft as it sounds. I mean, let's take two complete opposites, if you like: fishing and cloud watching. Right? Now, if you got fuck all to do, it's a nice sunny day, you're looking up at the sky, you got your sunglasses on obviously because it might be sunny, and you're just watching the clouds as they sail on by. That's got to be the equivalent to somebody who sits at a riverbank with a rod sticking in, you know, in his hand, a bit of fucking line and a wiggly thing on the end of the hook, waiting for a fucking fish to bite. It's got to be the same, isn't it? So I'm not a fan of fishing, but I can do that. So maybe it's sort of that kind of concept, because you are sitting there staring at something, waiting for something to happen. Whereas, and you will have a possibility of something happening. Obviously, you might catch a fish, but I'm just sitting there, on a nice hot day, sunbathing. You look up the sky, and the clouds are sailing by. Going, it's calm, it's relaxing, it's like therapy. Yeah, and you smile. The odd fluffy cloud goes by, blue sky. It's just nice. You know, you can imagine yourself whether you sat in your shitty old back garden on a deck chair, but when you look up at the sky, you don't necessarily have to be in that deck chair, particular deck chair, in your shitty back garden. I say shitty because mine's shitty. So you can imagine that if you're looking up and you don't see the surrounding bottom below you, and you're looking up there, you could be in a tropical fucking setting for all you know. You just wisp off somewhere nice. You know what I mean? It'd be cool. It's relaxing though. I mean, you've until you've tried it, you know what I mean, you can't knock it. I haven't tried fishing, by the way, no, because I haven't even got to go there to know that that ain't gonna fucking work, because it's gonna cost far too much money for start off, buying all that shit, and yeah, no, no. Picking up a slimy, smelly fish, no. I just can't be doing it. It's just not for me. But relaxing, and here's the best thing as well. I know that there are people out there that do this, but when you're lying down and you're sunning yourself, right, on a nice hot day, looking up at the sky, watching the clouds drift by, you can always have a beer as well in your hand. You know what I mean? A couple of cans, if you want to. Me, I'd rather have a Baileys, but hey, whatever. I'm just trying to be amenable. Give him a bit more room, I think. I'm going to move over right now. Well, it looks like they've been digging this road up again, doesn't it? Because they've remacked this bit here. They got the... I don't know what they was doing. What had happened? Who knows? Talking about what happened. Beat this, right? So there I am, minding my own business on Sunday, and I'm thinking, do you know what? I've got to get myself some water, because I run out, and I do prefer the bottled water. So I thought I've got to get myself some. So I went to the shop, looking at the clock above the mantelpiece, and I'd forgot to actually put that clock forward. So I'm sitting there waiting for it to roll round to 10 o'clock, which it did do, which was fucking 11 o'clock, and I still didn't realise this. So I goes to the shop and gets me water, and I've got myself some milk, and I'm walking back to the car, and I put it in the car, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, but that's jumping, sorry, I'm jumping the story here. Hang on, let me just backtrack that a sec. Right. I'm thinking about going and getting some water, so that's what I do. So I go to the shop, which is down the road to us, pull into the car park, and as I'm pulling into the car park, because I always park over the back, there's a small blue car parked in a couple of parking spaces up where I normally put mine, with its car door open, wide open. Not just unlocked, it's wide open. So as I pulls round, and I'm thinking, somebody must be leaning down inside there, fettling with something, I don't know. So I back into the space, and there's nobody in it, and there's nobody around. And I'm like, what the fuck? It is rather odd. What's going on here? So I'm standing around, like, by my car, looking to see if anybody shows up, for about 2 or 3 minutes. So I thought, well, I don't really want to walk away. I mean, I don't know how long it's been there for, but I don't really want to walk away with leaving the door wide open. So I just shut the door and walks off, like, you know, and I'm like, this now is bothering me. Do you see this big fucking red truck? Put your fucking foot down, woman. Don't just dawdle. See this here, look. Fuck it off, stupid. Why? Oh, why? Just why? You might be saying to yourself, well, you could have backed off. Fuck off, it's give way to the right. Anyway, so nobody turns up after a few minutes, so I just shut the door and walks in and gets me stuff and comes back, and the car is still there, like, after I've done a bit of, I was only there for about probably 10 minutes, if that. And I'm like, I wonder if anybody's going to turn, because obviously the door is still unlocked. It is closed now, obviously, because I've closed the fucking thing, but it's still unlocked. So it was rather weird. I know I've forgot shit before now, like, you know, and I've done some stupid shit. But to walk away from your car with the car door wide open, that's bizarre, that is. I find that strange. There weren't no keys in it, so there was that. I didn't notice any keys. I wasn't really looking for that. I was too concerned about the door being open full stop. I didn't look to see if there were any keys in it. But you can imagine if there was keys in there as well. That'd be just daft. But anyway, I went home and that was it then. I was guzzling my water all day after pigging out on my pizza. Oh, me. Abso-flogging-lutely. But this is day 2 of my my diet. Day 2, yep. Day 2. Yesterday, I'd had what was it? A wrap. At around about 3ish, I think it was, somewhere there. May have been just after, but anyway, I had a grilled wrap and a cup of coffee. That's all I had yesterday. Got up this morning, had myself a cup of coffee and a guzzle of water. I haven't had anything to eat yet. I'm going to wait till I get home, a minute there or so. I'm remaking this again. I'm not complaining, mind you, but new tarmac on the slip road. So yes, I shall have myself a snack again, because I've got to do it again today. Really kick the calories in the teeth, basically. In other words, I'm basically massacring the calories, like, you know what I mean? I really have got to. But doing it this way is not one of those recommended ways of doing things. But to kick-start my system, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I've done it before, so I mean, I know what I'm up to. I know what I've got to do. How much of this I have to make sure I keep drinking, like, you know. Which is very nice indeed. So, is that right? Yeah. So then tomorrow, what I will do is I'll start off with back to the old routine, which is having my breakfast in the morning, my cereals, which is weighed off, so I know how many calories I've had, and then through the day, depending on what time I get home, obviously, if I'm home early enough, then I shan't bother. But if I'm out until say 4 or 5 o'clock, then through that, around about 2ish maybe, I might stop off somewhere and have myself another deli, just the wrap and a cup of coffee, because that's pretty much what I do. But originally, that's what I was doing. Or if I didn't have any breakfast in the morning at home, I would stop off, normally when I'm going up this way, at the services, and go and grab myself a snack wrap, because I know how many calories that is. And then on the way back, on the way home, like, I might end up having the wrap again. But I know it seems like I'm having a lot of fast food stuff, but it's soft as it sounds, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's the deli side of that. I don't have the burgers because I can't. It's a bit of a pisser, really, because I do remember what the cheeseburgers taste like from Mackey's, and they are just the tits, them are. Double cheeseburger, oh, heaven. But it's bread. I could always ask them, I go, I want a cheeseburger, but can you put it in a wrap instead? I might have actually asked that question. That's an idea, that is. That is an idea, that is. Because I honestly, I can't do bread. And I'm knocking on 3 years gone now since I've actually had bread. The wrap shit don't count and pizzas don't count because it's a different type of dough. I'm on about just your normal average sandwich bread stuff, like, you know. I haven't done that for donkeys. And I can't, and I won't do it. I just won't go there. I wish I knew what it was. I mean, I can have the wrap, I can have key naan bread, I can have plain naan bread, I can eat pizzas, and I never ever have the same impact as what having a round of toast, a sandwich, what that actually does to me. It's frustrating, it really is. Oh, and also, this is more for the new ones who have joined our crew. Biscuits as well. I mean, who out there loves chocolate digestives? Right? You're looking at one here who's a fucking monster when it comes to them fucking things, especially the double chocolate versions. Oh man, that is an absolute fucking genius biscuit. You can't argue, but I get stupid. I can't just have a couple, no. And because I go stupid, it then affects my internal system. I get acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn, and worst of all, you get the shits, irritable bowel syndrome, all because of those particular items, right? Bread's the main one. I even can't even eat as much cheese as I used to do before. I mean, cheese is another thing. I go fucking stupid with cheese. Why do I do this? I can't tell you. I've got no answers, right? When I was bigger, which I'm scared that I'm going to be saying up that way, but I would think nothing of coming home, right? My favourite bread was the thick doorstep toasters, right? They're fucking huge. There'd be 3 slices per loaf. 13 slices, not 3. 13 slices per loaf, right? I'd have 2 of those because I knew that I could get rid of one in a day. Piece of piss. It's easy, right? Because I'd have a block of cheese, I'd have a tin of beans, I'd have a tin of hot dog sausages, right? Yeah. And I'd have my cheese grated, right? So this is what I would do. Grill on, because this is how I make my cheese on toast. And for those Americans out there, grilled cheese. This is how the English people do it, right? For those of you who don't do it this way, right? You put your grill on, you stick a couple of, or whatever, 4 slices. This is how I used to do it. 4 slices of bread under the grill. Toast the one side, take it out, flip it over, lie your cheese on top of the non-toasted side, then put it back under the grill, let that sizzle away until it starts to bubble and melt together, whip that out, chuck that on your plate. Well, by the time all that's doing, your beans with your tin of hot dog sausages that's been, obviously the brine's been emptied out, so it's just the sort of chopped up sausages have been chucked in, stirring all out, and you wang that on, right, on top of the toast. And you wonder why I was a fat fuck. And then once you've done that, right, I ain't finished yet, you get the cheese grater, then you grate cheese on top, right? But if you don't want to grate cheese on top, you can always grate cheese in the fucking saucepan as you're stirring away. See what I mean? I'll go fucking cuckoo when it comes to that shit. I'll go over the top. And then, once you've done that, right, you pour that all over your toast, and you get your Tabasco sauce, and you shake that all over the top of that, real good shaking, because I mean, what I do, because I love it, because it's just, oh. And there you have it. It's, it just makes your fucking mouth water thinking about it, you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. But I had to give it up because it was causing internal issues, which will inevitably be a health problem, and I just couldn't be doing with it, so I had to stop. And as much as I'm telling you that, I fucking absolutely love, and I could have that not just once in a day, I would end up having that twice a day at some point or other. Not every day, like, but there'll be the odd occasion I would actually do it twice. Unbelievable. Here's another one, pot noodles. Does anybody like pot noodles? Everybody likes a pot noodle, don't they? Well, you'd probably even love my version even better. But it only works particularly with the, is it beef and tomato version? It is that one, isn't it? I think it's that one. Right, okay. You get the wrapper, that little sachet. I think it's got soy sauce in it, hasn't it? Right. Anyway, so you got your boiled water, you fill it up to the line, you give it a good stir. Right. Now we're going to start doing a bit more to it. You get a tablespoon, or the, you know, is it tablespoon, or which is, because you got the teaspoon, then you have a spoon that you use for your pudding. So it's that spoon, the one in between this, because there's a teaspoon, that spoon, then there's, is it dessert spoon they call that? Then the tablespoon. So the dessert spoons, let's give it that. A dessert spoon full of the finely chopped Branston pickle spread, right? Not the big chunky one, the finely chopped one, right? You chuck that in while you're stirring, right? Big truck. This is a big, never tapping your steering wheel, fucking G'ing it on. It's a big fucking truck. Change gear and put your fucking foot down, you man. I was doing this, tapping it. I'm like, dip clip, boom. That's what you do. Or better still, you fucking fall back and go behind. Anyway, forget that. Take the notice. So, of course, there you are. You've got your Branston in there. You're giving that a good old stir, right? And then two choices. It's up to you, right? Depends on what you want to do. You wang, obviously, the soy sauce in there. That's a given. That goes in. And give it a good stir. And then you can either go Tabasco sauce or Frankie's Red Hot. You can do either one of them. It doesn't matter which. And that, when it comes to those two ingredients, now that's a taste preference, that is, right? Because it can get a bit sharp. So it's up to you. And then give it a good old stir, let it sit for a bit, and then munch away. Now that is the Jace's pot noodle, that is. It only works for that particular one though. So if you enjoy your pot noodles, I'd seriously give you that one to try. Oh yes, but the Tabasco or the Frankie sauce, that's add to flavour, that is, because it gets a bit hot, that does, a bit sharp. So don't get going mad with that shit, because some people can't handle that kind of hot and spicy, can they? But hey ho, there you are. But these are the sort of things I used to do. That was the fun stuff I used to do, that was. It was just, you know, yeah. I don't know what that was going off for. What else did I used to do for fun and antics? Doing a salad, right. Now, everybody likes doing a salad, right? Well, I say everybody. I mean, I used to do quite a lot of salads in the summertime. But I would really go to town on a salad. So I'd got, well, from the shop, I'd have me peppers, I got me onion. I mean, that's another thing I miss. Onion, Spanish onion. You get a big Spanish onion, right? You cut the top and the end off, get rid of the crap on the outside, peel it off. And I don't know whether you like me or not, but I can just sit there, you know, chop a plate, or even fucking apples. Just, it's yummy. I love that stuff. Have you ever tried doing that though? Get a Spanish onion, just go and chew into it like, oh man, it's beautiful. I don't know. I just love. I mean, but I get myself the onion red again, another one. Peel it all back, chomp on that all day long. Your breath smells like a fucking zombie's arsehole, mind you, but I mean, whatever, it's still nice. And then you've got spring onions as well. Oh, I'm going here, and I fucking so peppers, red, green, yellow. Chop them up, clean them off. That's on your plate. You got your Spanish onion, red onion. You can either one, and your springs. You can either have mixture or just pick one at a time. Just depends on what you feel. A bit of grated cheese, not too much, but enough. Choices of meat, right? You can go anywhere on this one. If you want a bit of heat with your meal, you can get yourself a bit of a breast of chicken, and it's always best to use a grill. I used to have, but it broke when I was George Foreman things. That was great, that was, but I don't know what happened to that. It's either broke or a floggy. I can't remember which. I might actually get another one of them, actually. I might buy a new one of them. But anyway, that's what I used to do. If I want a bit of heat, shove that on the old thing, shove it under there, cook that away, gets rid of all the crap, bang that on. Lettuce, tomatoes, bit of beetroot, couple of pickled onions. I know, I just love my onions. I'm not kidding you. Right, am I missing anything? Coleslaw, you gotta have a dollop of coleslaw. Bit of mayo if you fancy it as well, shove that on there. You know, now, I don't do celery. I just don't do celery, no. I can't do that. Yeah, no. It's like sucking on a zombie's toe. I just can't do it. It's a strange, really is a weird. No. It's like turnips and Swedes and parsnips and all that kind of rubbish. I can't do them either. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I've got all that gubbins on there, and you think to yourself, where's the room? I've got a big plate. But all that, you know, it just goes down such a treat. It really does. Nice stuff. I might start doing that again, actually. I really enjoy doing that. Sometimes I'd have a bit of corned beef. I used to have a bit of that sometimes, or sliced ham. But I'm a bit finicky when it comes to ham, right? When it comes to sliced ham, I don't know. I have fits and starts with it. I'll enjoy it, then I'll try it again, and I'll go. I'm weird. It's the same with the sliced chicken as well. I mean, you can have the chicken breast, or you can have the sliced chicken. It's all right to a point, but sometimes you're chewing on these sliced chicken and you bite into something, and I'm convinced it's a fucking beak or it's a claw. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, so I have to chuck it away. But yeah. Oh, another potato salad as well. A dollop of that on there. I have a great salad. I don't know how to do it, mate. It's a fucking salad for kings, I'm telling you now. But I mean, years ago, I used to come home, right, and I used to cook myself a proper dinner, right? I ain't kidding you, honestly. Saucepans are out, vegetables are all in the fucking pans, cooking away, unless it's a bag of mixed. And I'll out the freezer, which is it's easy enough for me to do. It saves me pigging and shit, lad. But I have done that. I've got my spuds and I've peeled them and I've fucking moshed them up and what have you. Made some proper mashed out, not the packet stuff. You know what I mean? Which I do like the packet stuff, but with the packet stuff, right? You know, you get the smash, right? Now it just add water. Well, I disagree there, right? Because you've got to add a good dollop of butter as well, right? When you do the smash, it's just how you make it. I mean, who out there, right, when you mash your spuds up, do you add anything, right? Because there are two ingredients that some people miss out on when they're making mashed potato, right? Two ingredients. It's not just the spud and mush it up. You have to add full fat milk and butter. Right, when you add that to the mix and you get a good old bash, right, trust me, you will never want to go back again. It just absolutely brings the flavour out in, and that's what I used to do that. And then I'd come home and I'd stick it all together, and it'd be in the oven. I'd have a pie, it'd be in the oven there, like, you know, baking away. And yeah, I used to do all that. But when you're doing it for yourself, after about, you know, 12 months or so of that crap, it gets to the point where, oh, I just ain't got the energy, I can't be arsed, or you finish too late for work. Oh, and you get lazy. You do, you just get fucking lazy. So you take the shortcut by ordering yourself a Chinese or a pizza. You know what I mean? Or you go to Mackey's. Simple as that. So, hey ho. But I have done all that, done some night. But when it comes to like picking foods nowadays, because of obviously, yeah. But why is it though? Right. I know I have issues with bread, and I can't have too much cheese, and I can't eat any biscuits at all, right, you know, which is a bit sad. Why is it though I can shove as many packets of crisps down my neck as there are fucking available? Why is it that I can bang as much chocolate down my neck as is available and never have any problems, apart from getting fatter? I don't get it. Why can't they invent a vegetable that tastes like a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar? Eh? Why can't they do that? Chocolate flavoured chicken? I mean, come on! What a fucking combo that would be! Chocolate covered chicken. Oh, they do fucking bacon donuts, don't they? I mean, come on. Get with the programme. But I've always wondered that. It's baffled me. I mean, I can go home, I can get myself a packet of Doritos and dip away merrily, and it just doesn't bother me. No reflux, any indigestion acid, anything like that. Fucking bang Pringles down in it, no problem at all. Chew on chocolate all day, not a problem. But when it comes to food and you want to have a sandwich, when you have a, say, a quick sandwich, right? This is what I used to like: cheese and onion. Proper, slice the onion up, bang it on, couple of slices of cheese, bang it on. Brilliant. Oh, that's the reason why, is it? It's because I was greedy, you see. I couldn't, it just wasn't satisfying enough just to have, you know, 2 rounds of bread. I'd have to have 4 rounds of bread. And I'd probably be going back for the fucking another one, and also that might be the reason why I just can't do myself in moderation. I can't do it. I'm terrible, I. But, you know, after the years of suffering and thinking, oh, there's got to be something I can do, this is the alternative. Because I know I can't do it in moderation, I have to just say no. Drugs, just say no. So that's pretty much it. That's what I had to do. Just say no. And I had to knock it on the head completely, because it was just doing me head in. It was causing too many problems and too many, yeah, it was just not good, not healthy. If I could just have those type of foods in moderation, then it wouldn't be so bad. But unfortunately, it's just one of those things, it just doesn't work. It's a shame, really. But hey, whatever. So I don't have biscuits, I don't have bread, sandwiches and toast. Oh, fucking toast. Oh, love toast. I think nothing, absolutely nothing, of basically coming home, 2 rounds of big thick toast bread in the toaster, get me butter, daub it all over, marmalade on the top, 4, maybe 6 rounds of that, and that's half a loaf gone. I ain't kidding. But I'd think nothing of it, you know what I mean? Because it was quick, it was easy, tasty as fuck. And it's the same with the what's names as well, the biscuits. I wasn't happy with having half a, just two biscuits, cup of coffee, couple of biscuits. Don't be fucking stupid. Who come up with that idea? That's just ridiculous. When you have biscuits and a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea, because you might be a tea drinker. 1 cup, half a pack. 2 cups, the rest of them. I mean, that's just a given. At the end of the day, what do you expect? So, of course, what would end up happening, and it was that kind of thing, biscuits, especially chocolate ones. Oh, I'm fucking hell, bourbons as well. Good grief, I get stupid on them fucking things. But I couldn't be happy with just buying 1 packet, because I knew that 1 packet will be gone before the first fucking programme had washed on TV. You know what I mean? Because 2 coffees in, it's done. End of. Ta-da. So when you think back and you look at the calorie content of those packet of biscuits, I mean, that's like fucking, I wouldn't be surprised, like 1,500 to 2,000 calories gone, like, you know, like, oh, and I'm halfway through my second packet, like, you know what I mean? Oh, I just can't win. So, the only other alternative is you either continue on that way, Jace, chewing these things, getting fatter, having the heartburn, acid reflux and irritable bowel syndrome, or you just don't do it at all. And then you get fucking mad on Pringles and crisps and all sorts of shit and chocolate instead, and pizzas and curries and Chineses. Ooh. But no, day 2, yes, day 2 of my super crash, and then tomorrow there'll be 3 meals, minute mind you, but there will be 3 of them, which will probably amount to around about 12 to 1,500 calories. That's as much as it'll be. And then I will steadily increase and keep it at around about the 1,700 mark, because as soft as it sounds, you know, I am getting older, so the calorie count is not as high, and the body doesn't fuck it off as quick as it used to do, and I am roughly around about the 1,750, right? That's how many calories per day that I should have to be where I was when I was losing my weight before. So that's what I'm aiming for. But I'm doing this rapid drop, right, so that obviously I can kickstart myself back in, and I'm going to climb back up again then, and what have you. This is only recommended for me and people like me who don't do any exercise, who literally do fuck all day. Look at me, I'm sitting down talking to you. The vehicle's moving forward, I'm just pointing in the direction it needs to go, so it avoids obstacles. But I don't really exert myself enough. I should, realistically. I mean, I know that I have said that I want to go for walks. I did start that, but I mean, I failed again. It got too cold. I was fucking like freezing my tits off. Oh, I ain't good at that. Knowing full well, if you start walking, you warm up. It's like right now, right? I've got the heating on here, right? So I'm going to turn that down a bit. It's getting a bit warm again. Because the lack of calories and my body now needing energy and needing fuel to exist, right? Or else it'll just cark it. It's now using a chemical change to attack the storage in my body, the fat, right? It's burning that off. But what that does, it generates heat and you get warm, right? As soft as you sound, it does, you get fucking warm. It's good for you, right? To a point, right? Don't get saying, oh, not eating's good for you, but no, reducing calories is good for you. To a point, let me emphasise that. It's to a point. This is scientifically been proven. I know all this crap. I've gone through all this with the videos before, 2 years ago. It does a certain amount of things to the body. The chemical changes in the mind, The chemical changes in the liver, which is really good, washes your liver out as often as you say. You know what I mean? You're drinking a lot more water, and you're flushing your kidneys out. You know what I mean? Doing all that, you're not bombarding your body with too many toxins. I could reduce and not bother having coffee, like, but I thought, you know what? What's the fucking point in that? I've done that before. I've had a complete detox. I've done that before. But there's no fun in that. There's just no fun in that. I don't find that. You've got to have some vices. I mean, you can't give up everything. It's just stupid. I mean, when I was with my throat, my voice being a twat, which it still is, but, and I stopped all that crap for a couple of weeks. No coffee, no rubbish, none of this, none of that. And I'm getting the withdrawal symptoms like crazy. I'm finding I'm in pain more than enough. So when it comes to a certain type of detox, if you want to do a full detox, that's entirely up to you. But the problem is, I find that you have to have at least one vice that you can stick to and keep. So I'm coffee all the way. And as a treat, every so often, maybe every couple of weeks, maybe, or every month, I'll stop off and I'll have myself a caramel macchiato from Starbucks, because it's lumped full of calories, and it'll be a treat, because it'll be something to say, right now, you've achieved this now, but don't get fucking carried away and go reverting back. This is a treat. You know, once you've had your treat, you've got to go back to your strict, and that's pretty much what I'll be doing for the foreseeable future until I get myself back down again. Then when you get back down to the way that I want to be, so that I don't look like the fucking Michelin man in my biking gear, then I'll be happy. And you've got to try and modulate it in, and you can have treats, but then realise the following day you got to. It's like a compensate. What you take away, you have to give back. You know what I mean, sort of thing. So if you go over your calorie count on that day, you have to reduce that calorie count the following day. So 1700, if I have 2000 on one day, the following day I'll only have 1400. See, balance it out. That's what I was doing. I was doing that last year. That's what I was doing, and more so the year before. Whereas when I'd got myself down, I would then sort of put myself in that position where I would treat myself, but then mentally take a note of what I'm having and how much I'm having, and then the following day I would then reduce that. And I lost track and I ended up getting lazy and pretty much fucking fed up of what I was eating as well. That was another thing. Fucking hell, I was getting bored of it. The textures changed and the tastes changed, and I was like, ugh. But you know, I've just got to soldier on, do it again. Have me pasta pots, I'll have them, and you know, that's it. Because I know if I don't do something about it, and it's becoming closer and closer to the summertime of this year as well, and we're in third month already, like, you know, and I should have been doing this at January, but I kept pushing it back and I'll start this week, I'll start next week, oh. But now I've got to do it, because this weekend, I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm sort of pacing the floor, basically, wondering what to have to eat, and I'm like, what can I do? And I know I could actually have had one of my frozen meals in there, but it's because I just didn't feel like it, I didn't fancy it. It's like, oh, fuck it. So I was there spending my money on a pizza for the 2 days of the weekend, but which is great. It's okay if you do it once a month or once every other month, but not every fucking weekend. You know what I mean? Because that's sort of like what I was ending up doing to a point. I know it's crazy, but and fucking expensive as well. You know what I mean? Jace, that money you spend on your pizza, you could have bought yourself a camera. I know, you ain't gonna tell me. But this is the thing. This is what happens when you get to the point where, because I'd been doing what I was doing for about 2 years, 2.5 years, When I was big, I started it, got myself down, carried on with it, and it just got dull, tasteless, and it just wasn't the same. And I don't know whether that's because the foods change themselves, the way they do things. I mean, because obviously when you buy food from the shops, you have to buy it as is, like, obviously. I mean, their process might have changed through me doing it. It was all right to start with, and it just went, huh? Their process of fettling out the gristly bits out of the sliced chicken, or maybe the odd beak or claw, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing worse than preparing yourself something, knowing what it is, what it's supposed to feel like in your mouth, and you get and it's like, I just can't do it. You know, I just can't do it. No. I'm crap with textures. I am. I'm fucking nuts. When it comes to textures, I'm rubbish. That's why I don't do things that are gritty. I can't do gritty crap. No. Pears. Yeah. Can't do pears. It's like having a spoonful of sand. Rubbish. Can't do it. So anything like that puts me off. Anything that I bite into that is the opposite to what it should be. Like if it's soft and I find either a gristly bit or a hard bit, end of, game over, ta-da, in the bin you go. And I'm like, I just spit it out. I can't swallow it, because even though it might be benign, absolutely no problem at all, in my mind, I feel like it could be like a donut. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I just can't do it. He just fucking put me off. Or a bone. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. It could be anything. But oh, good grief. But I mean, there's people out there just go and they just chomp away, and they wait, and they just don't get. It doesn't faze them. But me, it does. I mean, I can't do gristly crap. I can't do bony crap. If it doesn't belong there, I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's weird. So when you're biting into a sandwich, or well, a wrap in my case, that's got sliced chicken, that boil, the microwave rice in there, is it Uncle Ben thing ate it? Whatever. A bit of that in there with the flavourings, because sometimes you get pilau, you can get them chopped vegetable ones, and that's in there as well. You know, it's supposed to be soft, right? And you're chewing away, and you go, and you hit this hard bit in there. It's like, ugh. I just can't do it. So it just, my stomach just turns. It just goes brrr, like, and I'm like, but I've got to eat it. So I end up spitting that bit out, and then I am very, very dubious sometimes. I'm going, fuck it, it's going to the bin. So I have to throw it away. I just can't do it. Ugh. Can't do it. And that's what happened. And then I went on to eating the crisps, because they never fail you. Crisps don't fail, right? Pizzas, they don't fail you. Well, I haven't had one fail me yet anyway, so. And I mean, I've ordered one, it's come completely different. I mean, that was a surprise, but it ain't failed me. It's still just as nice, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, yeah, weird. It's very strange. I don't know why, just. So then I'm trying to find something else that I can count the calories on, that I can do like that, but they just ain't. What the flying dick is going on here? Oh, they ain't doing road works again. Have I just gone back in time, have I, or something, or what? Wasn't this the particular junction that they fucked with they closed the lanes off and everybody couldn't get through. Oh man! What a fucking pile of steaming dinosaur wank is this? Because you got 2 lanes of traffic coming down the slip road, 2 lanes of traffic going into one, so they're all trying to get. Oh man, this is just fucked. You know why, do you? Because people don't think. They see the roadworks, they know the roadworks are there. It'll probably say lane closed, but they'll drive all the way down to the fucking cones instead of moving over as soon as they see the sign. Fucktards. Oh, this is disappointing. Why is this? Why like that earlier? When I come up this morning, what the fuck? I am fucked off now. I am. I'm fucked off. I am totally and utterly fucked off. Anyway, so like I say, it's just when it comes to things like that and the length of time I've done it, and things were starting to put me off and the taste was changing, I was getting bored and but I've got to bite the bullet, get on with it. If I have to, I'll just go to fucking McDonald's every bastard day. You can't go wrong there, can you? I'll have to do that every day, I think. Because if I can't make my own wraps, my own little burritos I was doing, if I can't do them because they just go, bruh, you know, I'll just have to fucking do that instead. Bollocks to it. But I've got to find something. I've got to find a way. Like today, when I get back, is it now? It's 5 to 3 now. And the way this is performing, I mean, it's going to be at least knocking on 4 o'clock before I get back. So I might take a ride round and go and get myself something from Maccadoodles. I might do. Or I might just have my frozen one in the freezer. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. See, because if I have that, that will be at least. I'm going to guess something like about 800 calories. That'll be. We'll see. See how we get on with it. It just depends on what happens when I get down the road here and how I feel. And then whether I'll go into autopilot or not, because if I'm on autopilot, that means I'll be in the car, driving up to the island, around the island, I'll be on the way home before I even go, oh, I'm going to have a fucking dinner. And then like, I'll go, oh, fuck it, and just go straight home. So we'll just have to wait and see. Look like I'm ready to do some sort of bungee jumping course, they do, don't they? Or upside. Yes. So there's an Arctic down there who's moving over into that lane. Is it this lane that's closed then? But I do see a sign there that says what? 40 miles an hour. So the sign there says 40 miles an hour. Nah. Here's a sign, a roadwork sign now. So which lane's closed? It does look like it's this one that it's closed, so I'm going to get myself over. I'm just going to check though. Before we get near it, I'm going to check. Yes, it is. It's this lane that's closed. So, indicator on. At 800 yards, it says it's closing. Because I'm one of those sensible type of people, I'm going to move over now. So, yeah. Is Mr. Van Driver going to let me go? That's kind of good. Come on, fly off. But like I've done it and I've been there, and I'll still do it again. I'll get myself back to where I should be. Maybe about 4 weeks, maybe I'll be all right. I'll be fine. So what are they doing now then, I wonder? Seems a bit odd. Thankfully we're moving through this quite quickly, because everybody else has moved out. Like, you will get the odd monkey like this dipshit here is going down the shut lane, like, you know, past the 600 yard mark, because he'll drive all the way down to the fucking cones and, oh yeah, look, he's found himself a little hole he's pushed into. Oh, that's fine.